Iran is reportedly working to strengthen its long-range military capabilities as fears mount over possible regional war with the United States and Israel, signaling a major escalation in Tehran's strategic posturing. According to recent reports, Iranian officials have claimed that the country successfully tested a ballistic missile boasting an estimated range of up to 10,000 kilometers, a development that, if verified, would mark a dramatic leap in Iran's missile technology. Defense observers note that such a capability would, for the first time, place much of the US mainland within potential striking distance of Tehran's growing arsenal, heightening Western concerns about Iran's expanding military reach. The reported test was first covered by Defense Security Asia on January 20th, citing multiple Iranian state-affiliated news outlets that described the event as a breakthrough for defensive deterrence. The publication also referenced statements from senior regime-aligned officials, including a member of Iran's Majlis, or parliament, who hailed the reported launch as evidence that the Islamic Republic is fully prepared to defend itself against any external threat. Mohsen Zanganeh said, quote, "The night before last we tested one of the country's most advanced missiles which until now had not, so to speak, been trialed, and that test was successful." Unquote. Defense Security Asia pointed out that, so far, no independent intelligence agencies or international monitoring bodies have been able to confirm Iran's latest claimed intercontinental ballistic missile test, leaving the authenticity of the launch open to question. However, analysts warn that if Tehran's reports are accurate, the newly tested missile would theoretically give Iran the capability to strike targets as far away as Washington and Brussels, a prospect that would fundamentally reshape global security calculations. Earlier, a senior aide to Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei reportedly issued a direct threat against US President Donald Trump, vowing that Tehran would seek retribution even on American soil. According to Iranian media, the aide warned that Trump can no longer relax or sunbathe at his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida, suggesting that even a microdrone could be used to strike him, remarks that have sparked global condemnation and alarm over escalating rhetoric between Tehran and Washington. Over the past several years, despite crippling international sanctions and mounting diplomatic isolation, Iran has continued to refine and expand its missile technology, developing longer-range and more precise offensive systems. During the 12-day war in June, Iran demonstrated just how potent its missile capabilities had become when it launched massive salvos that overwhelmed Israeli air defenses, a show of force analysts describe as a turning point in regional warfare dynamics. Iran has firmly declared that it will not hesitate to launch an all-out war if any attack is carried out against Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, framing such an act as a direct assault on the nation itself. On January 18th, President Masoud Pezeshkian issued the warning, saying that any attempt to harm Ayatollah Khamenei would trigger a full-fledged war, emphasizing that Iran's response would be swift and devastating. Pezeshkian's strong remarks came shortly after US President Donald Trump once again hinted at pursuing regime change in Tehran, the latest in a series of provocative statements that have inflamed tensions between the two countries. In an interview published by Politico on January 17th, Trump declared, "It's time to look for new leadership in Iran," signaling Washington's most direct challenge yet to the stability of the Iranian regime. The US president further escalated tensions by personally insulting Iran's top leader, calling Ayatollah Khamenei a sick man and describing Iran as the worst place to live, language that has drawn outrage from Tehran's leadership. Reacting to the regime's deadly crackdown on protesters, Trump has repeatedly threatened potential US intervention, warning that the international community will not remain silent as the death toll in Iran continues to rise. Amid the mounting rhetoric, reports confirm that the United States has begun deploying at least 12 F-15 fighter jets and 4 KC-135 refueling planes to Jordan, a move widely seen as preparation for possible escalation. According to defense officials, the aircraft were flown from the Royal Air Force Base in Lakenheath, United Kingdom, to the Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Jordan, one of Washington's key military outposts in the region. Observers say the troop and aircraft repositioning reflects America's growing operational readiness and anticipation of a potential conflict with Iran, especially as diplomatic relations between the nations deteriorate. Jordan's Muwafaq Salti Air Base, used previously to help Israel defend against Iranian missile attacks, now stands as a major staging point for Allied operations in any future regional confrontation. At the same time, multiple US warships have been reported en route to the Middle East, further fueling speculation that Washington may be preparing for an all-out confrontation with Iran in the near future.